Portense Biennn, CCC, episode 24. What's cracking, homie?
What's cracking?
Tell everybody who you are, man.
This is T, a.k.a. your favorite chola, a.k.a. Funky Size My Baby.
Funky Size My Baby. That's how I found her on Instagram, dog. I was just going through some of the reels and shit.
Oh, yeah, my
and
reels.
You clock that shit back. And I was like, what the fuck? I need me a bad bitch like that one day, homie. Like, that's dope. Like, it was dope. And that's when I started out fucking with your shit a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, who is she? You know, like, I keep on seeing her popping up on the timeline and she's active with it and she's getting all these fucking views. And I'm like, man, well, let me just reach out to her. A ver qué pinche rollo. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for even just replying back, because who knows what kind of crazy messages you be getting, you know, because you blew up.
Crazy ass messages, but you know what? Like I said, I try to respond to the people, because my followers, or like I said, like some of my followers, they do know some of my background, so like I go live and stuff, and so I try to respond back to people when it has to do with like them having questions about, you know, my sobriety, como le hice, just a lot of things that, you know, that I've gone through.
So you basically...
So when I saw the message, I was like, all right, you know, like I try to be supported, like Raza supporting Raza, homegirl supporting homegirls, women empowerment, I mean, you know, like all of that. Like
it says if we don't do that shit and we just go against our own and just aventándonos pedrazos, what the fuck for? You know, like, if you're saying, oh, Raza this, Raza that, but you ain't really supporting that movement, and you are part of that crowd that's just like, fuck them, like, no. And me, I just reach out to so many people that been on my podcast that have different fucking backgrounds. And no importa lo que sea, dog, like, let's just have a sit down, and the less I know about you, the better, because we're going to be talking about how you were raised, where you were raised. I don't know what streets you grew up, like, what was your childhood from? Like, I like to get to know somebody like that. That's why when the least I know about somebody is better, because when you talk to strangers, I think you open up even more. You're like, ¿sabes qué? This is what happened to me when I was a teenager. I was fucking hitting the fucking skante pipe at fucking high school or something, whatever. But normally when people tell you, are you okay? And it's a complete stranger, sometimes you just break down and you cry to that stranger. Yeah, it hits different, because that person sees something through your eyes that says, are you okay? And people forget to ask you, how's your day going? Because we, as public figures now or something, people look up to us. Or one way or another.
They expect you to be like that strong
figure
person,
for them.
You know? But como yo digo, like, always check on your strong friends. You know what I mean? Always check on your strong friends.
We hold back,
because
homie.
You hold back, and we hold a lot of in. And we keep a smile, and we keep it pushing, because that's just how we were raised, you know?
En caliente.
Like, las cosas pasan, you keep it pushing. What are you going to do? Cry about it? You don't get nothing from crying about it.
What are you going to do when the tears stop? You know what I'm saying? It's like a dry lake, you know?
Yeah.
Nomás se mira el crack so dry in your cheeks.
My
you know what I'm saying?
makeup
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Just kidding.
Nah, you look like you're molded in good. You know, like you're solid. And, like, your generation is like a dying breed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm the first generation out here. My parents are from Mexico. So, like, me and my siblings were the first generation.
Where were they
here.
from?
My dad's from Mazatlán, Sinaloa. My mom's from Jalpa, Zacatecas.
Yes, yo sé de Jalisco.
Sí,
I think they draw me like those little pajaritos and shit on the border. Duérmelo. And they pass me over. And I'm like, woke up in San Diego, like, where am I? You know, si mamá, vamos a agarrarlo. You know, like,
how old
I went
were
through
you?
that. I was 3 years old.
Oh, that's
I started everything here, but I remember, right now, I just remember, like, I think they fucking, who knows, they probably drugged me up just to pass with somebody else's fucking passport.
Yeah, and that's
I
how
don't
they
know.
used to do
it was 1984.
Yeah.
When that happened, you know, pero me acuerdo.
Sí.
And I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember that. It's crazy how
it
life
is
works.
crazy.
I remember something from 40 years ago.
You remember the little things that are like the struggle, the little struggles.
When we came, todos mis tíos y tías cayeron para acá. We lived in a 3-bedroom house, and there was about like 17, 18 of us, tíos y primos, primas. Like, dang, we came in a bunch, you know, but sleeping on the hallway, on the kitchen, but we had somewhere to sleep. You know, so I remember I fucking grew up on the powder milk and shit. White box, so all those little things, when people tell me right now, oh, comes bien bien, I'm like, because I just remember all those times
When I
didn't, homie, and that's why all my meals are mostly alone. I'm always eating alone. People are like, you're always solo, and I'm like, because I don't have to ask somebody like, hey, you want to go eat? Nah, ya comí. ¿Qué vas a comer? Te estoy invitando, dog. You want to go or no?
Sí.
You know, so I'd rather just go alone and wander off into my world if it's not me. When I have my daughter on my weekend, other than that, I'm always eating alone. I don't tell people where I don't like even a girl telling me, where you going? Well, you're not my girlfriend. What the fuck? Imagine if you were. Like, I'm so stuck in my pattern, but I'm okay with it because I just want to see my daughter grow.
It's your comfort zone.
I want my daughter to grow, and I want to give her all my attention.
Yeah.
You know, she's 11.
Oh, okay.
She's going to graduate from elementary next month. It's going into junior high. So a lot of changes. She's starting to get that little attitude.
Oh, I know.
You know, like me or something. So I just checked her like last week because she was the first time that she gave me like a little attitude. And I'm like,
kind of broke your heart. Like, what?
No, hell no. I got rough, like told her straight up, like, hey, I'm not the one.
Yeah, yo no soy tu mamá.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo no soy tu mamá.
See, so I took that shit more like, dude, I do everything for you, get you shoes, get you make sure I get you right. Even your little laptop you needed for school because the teacher, because you dropped water on the other one. I'm over here doing the most, and you a little bit behind on your homework, but she's going to graduate. And I'm like, dude, ponte las pilas, homie, because in junior high it's going to get harder. So I just feel like me being strong on her like that, I'm only preparing her for the real world. It ain't Disneyland out there, mija.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Sometimes I think like we spoil the kids too much because we do get them the shoes. We do get them
because we didn't have that shit growing up.
And like especially like me, I feel like I got my kids taken away at one point because I was doing bad. I was smoked out, you know. So I have a 14-year-old. He just turned 14. My daughter's gonna be 12, and then my son's gonna be 9. My little one. And there was a point in time that I was all fucked off, and I lost my kids to CPS. I got them back now, thank God. You know.
God is good.
Gracias a Dios, sí.
God is good.
Been sober 5 years already, you know. I'm not out there anymore. And, like, I was telling my dad the other day, me estaba diciendo mi papá, es que tú a Jaden le das todo, my oldest. Todo que esto sí, okay, sí, lo regañas, you're hard on him, you talk shit, but then, like, you get a soft spot for him, you know?
He's the firstborn?
That, and not only that, but I told my dad, like, I felt like I missed out on so much, like, growing up, and not only that, but I feel a big part that I failed my kids. Que yo les debo, you know what I mean? For them being taken away from me. They were with my brother at the time. So shout out to my brother Benny because he fucking stepped up. And
shout out to Benny, man, homie.
Yeah.
It takes somebody strong to do what you're doing.
Hell yeah. You know, not only because they were his nephews, his nieces and nephews, but he was like, fuck that. Like, they're not going in no foster care. Like,
yeah.
And he had the space, he had the pet, and him not having no kids. And I didn't talk to my brother at the time.
And it's a big drastic change for him to just take on that load.
No kids.
To have 2 kids, like, what the hell's all these kids running around the house?
Yeah. And I didn't speak to my brother at the time. We had a fallout for like a few years, you know?
Man,
when I found out that my brother had my kids, I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, and I feel like I own the fucking him and his wife, you know?
No.
But a big part of it, I feel like I let my kids down, so that's why, like, we spoil them and shit. So.
No, I mean, I could see
I
it through
do.
your,
Maybe
I could see it through your eyes, you know? But, like I tell people, that's what my podcast is all about. You know, when you start watching it from episode 1, it's like you start catching up to what's really how this whole podcast developed. Then you're able to relate because I like to talk about not my problems, but problems in general. But that no matter if we're like a public figure or not, we still got fucking problems like all of you motherfuckers, homie. Portense Biennn, homie. You know, when hard times hit, it hits everybody. We all just turn that frown upside down, homie. Y puro pa adelante, fierro, you know. If you with it, you with it. If not, you're going to get left behind,
Le tienes que aguantar vara, porque si no, aquí te comen vivo.
You know, and a lot of people don't know how to take that because they were always spoiled growing up or they already had it.
Yeah.
You know, and we didn't. So now we try to give it to our kids. And when all these kids that I see on the internet beating up other people and everything and talking back to adults and people are like, look at these fucking little kids. They don't fucking respect nobody. But we fucking gave them that fucking, we gave them that way.
Like that pass. Like
that pass where you're like, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck them up. So now that they've talked shit to an older person, we gave them that path.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to live with it. In reality, that's what we did to them. No te dejes de nadie.
I know, no te dejes de nadie.
And now that they're doing it, you're like, fucking little fuckers don't even respect their elders. Like, we showed them that.
Yeah.
We preached that to them. No te dejes, no te dejes, no te dejes de nadie.
I mean, I tell my kids, like, tampoco no te dejes, pero tampoco no le vayas a buscar. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know what you get is what you give around these. And I tell my kids, you better think twice, because nowadays, these little kids will stick you.
En caliente.
En caliente. Like, just in Anaheim, when was it? A few months ago, how the little 17-year-old got stabbed 5 times in front of... right down the street where I work at, right there in Anaheim. The high school, right in front of the high school.
Right there?
It was on the news and everything. And I'm just over, like, fucking probably stupid ass shit. Maybe a girl, you know? And I'm just like, that's not even fucking worth it. Like, they don't even get down nowadays. Like, they'll start sticking you.
They'll got a ghost gun or something, and they just take you to school like getting shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Está cabrón, you know, and it's fucked up because it's our kids that are going into high school.
I know. My son will be in high school.
Yes, my daughter's going to go into junior high. So it's like, I mean, every year they learn something. It's like every day you're going to learn something new. Even though you're 18, I'm an adult. Nobody could tell me shit. Ni te sabes limpiar las nalgas, but you're still over there and over here, you know? But
like, ni sabes lo que te espera once you
wait till you're 21.
Hit 18.
Wait till you're 21.
Yeah, wait till you hit 21. Y vas a ver. Ahí te quiero ver.
Sí. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, man. But that's crazy on your background, you know, that you had to go being sober, and because it's a hard battle to do that.
Yeah, very
you
hard.
know, when I had sobered up is when I had gotten locked up, and it was like 2006. You know, and when I came out, I was getting tested. Or like randomly, you know, you call the hotline and they call you. Ya
your
sabes,
fucking initial
en caliente. They call your name and your number. Then you gotta pull up at 4 a.m. and wait to just take a urine test for your PO and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they had me on that for like almost 3 years. So I said, why even smoke, dog? Like, I already got out of jail. I've been sober. I didn't do nothing in there like that. So I already had like el tren ya se estaba moviendo. So I said, fuck it, let's see how. If I could make it all around. Llegamos. They fucking terminated my probation 6 months earlier because I was doing good. Fuck it, I expunged my record. I ended up working at the post office, you know, a federal job for a fucking homie. Like, it's like everybody's like, how'd you get a job here? Take care of your record. You know?
You know what? And you're absolutely right about that, because I have a felony on my record. And before I got this felony, I used to work at the urgent care. Like, I have my medical assistant and I'm a CNA. I'm a certified nurse assistant. But my fucking record, like, I could basically get a job anywhere. But once they fucking pull up that fucking record and they see my charges...
Pórtese bien.
You know what I mean? And they were like, nah. But
and
I had the opportunity to get it expunged. I just...
But you know what? Why don't you do it now?
I know.
It's the question, porque ya pasó más tiempo. The laws have changed.
Yeah, and I got information, and back then it was like $4,500, and to me it's like, fuck. You know
when I did it, it cost me like $25.
Oh yeah.
And this is maybe like 2009, 2010.
Me too. 2010 is when I got
but
the
that's
case.
when I expunged my record, so that's how much it was. $2,500. If you're saying it's like $4,000 right now, I believe it. But
it's worth it.
It'll make, man. That's the best advice from a felon to a felon, telling you expunge your record. Because it makes you feel good. That people are like, oh, felon, run my record, homie's expunged, bro. You know, it feels good. It's like going and getting your high school diploma even though you didn't graduate on stage. You go and you get it after. It makes you feel good. It doesn't make you feel dumb. Like, fuck it, at least I got my high school diploma. It makes you feel
accomplished. Like, it makes you fucking accomplished. Like, I'm not a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
All, you know? And that's what I try to... Even people, like, se sorprende. Like, right now, I'm a property manager. I'm an on-site property manager. But, like, even, like, they come and they'll just be like...
Who's this chola?
Basically, you know?
Yeah.
And there's been people that even tell the maintenance, oh, allá la chola, like, you know? And then the maintenance people be like, what the fuck? That's the manager. Like, she's not even, you know? But they stereotype you because they see you one type of way. Y la costumbre, pues, ya la tengo. You know what I mean? Like...
And it's fine, but...
But to me, it's like, I'm not an ignorant bitch, and don't fucking sit here and put me in a category just because you want to stereotype me.
Just because you stereotype me. Just because the Cortezes are clean, huh? Pórtese bien. I see them. You know what I'm saying? Flexing them and shit, you know?
Cortezes.
A lot of people...
I cleaned them. I had my husband clean them. I was like, fuck. I was like, I was like, clean them, baby. He's like, all right, I got you.
But they know that back then in the 90s, you wearing Cortezes, you're game banging. You already know off tops you're about to get banged on the moment you're walking down the street sporting those Cortezes.
Like
and a lot of people,
you're a cholo, you're affiliated.
They were gangsters, however, because back then I know a lot of people didn't like use like the word cholo. They use it more like gangster, you know, a G. Yeah. You know, so I just think the word cholo started coming in maybe like a decade ago. Like
my mom always called them cholos.
Yeah,
like,
well, but I mean,
cholos?
But I mean, yeah, I understand that, but like a different race, the gangsters, them essays, the essays,
you mean like
they'll be like the
like,
essays, you know, but they wouldn't say the cholos, them essays, you know, them essays, you know, so cholo is like, to me, when you put me in that category, you know my background first, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like gangsters, I'm a G, you know what I'm saying, but cholo is like, especially when somebody out of my race calls me that. Yeah. But you don't want me to say how they call you guys. So Portense Biennn. Portense Biennn, homie. We could play the same game,
yeah.
You know, so that's why when people used to call me the cholo mailman or this and that, like, that's cool, you know? Yeah. Like, that's cool, but guess where I got the job? I'm delivering your fucking welfare check, bitch. Have a seat, homie. Portate bien, or I'll make sure that shit delays a couple more days.
Stimulus check, you better fucking pump your
The first and the
15
comes on the 3rd and the 8th now, you know? Yeah, así soy. Así era, like, don't fuck with the mailman.
Yeah, I'll be petty.
And I'm telling you, always take care of your mailman with like a water, a Gatorade, or even when you bless them for Christmas, even if it's $5.
Yeah, I have my homegirl. She's a mail carrier. Mail carrier in Victorville. So it's fucking hot out there. Hey, so props to her, bitch.
Yeah, props to you, girl, because I know how hot that little carrito gets, man.
She got bit by dogs. Like she
probably got some rattlesnakes going somewhere too in Victorville, huh? Hey, it's nothing but desert, so you'll be surprised. You know?
I know.
I used to deliver mail around here. And I actually saw coyotes walking on the street, and I tell my postmaster supervisor, "Que chingados hago?" I feel like National Geographic Wild right now. And shit.
You don't carry anything?
You know, so that shit was crazy, man. I seen a lot of shit as a mailman.
Yeah.
You know, that's my brother Jehovah right there, the one that's providing us with the studio.
Hello.
You know, he's late, but he's here.
That's what it was.
That's your name?
No, the homie changed the time. Concrete. Yeah, eso sí. But yeah, man.
That's my name, though. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And just it's crazy, man. How all these kids, así son, you know, with their attitude problem or just taking flight on anybody. You know what I'm saying? And there needs to be more structure because, you know, we're all going to get caught slipping.
And that's what it is. There's no structure nowadays. Like, even, like, not to speak bad and shit, like, even in, like, people's fucking neighborhoods, like, you letting all these little motherfuckers running around and doing fucking shit that we weren't even fucking allowed to do back in the fucking day.
At all.
And you letting it slide.
Slide. We would,
like, what?
Yeah, you'll be late to a meeting. And, hey, calentada.
You were getting
mandatory meetings.
Calentada,
oh, you're late?
Yeah.
You're being late. Okay, calentada, homie. You know what I'm saying? And you had to leave your house and come back home with the fucking black eye. Like, mama, hey, mama, ¿qué te pasó? ¿Qué te pasó? Like, you know, like nothing.
Fueron los tintos.
You know, yeah, I would say something. I would try to make something up. Be like, no me gusta con la gente que te juntas.
I got jumped.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, dime con quién te juntas y te diré quién eres. Pórtate bien. Mm-hmm. You already know when you race around Mexicans with that shit.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, like I'm telling you, my parents are from Mexico.
Pala brava.
La raza natal.
That's cool, man. So this is what I wanted to ask you. How do you make it, since you went like viral with a lot of your stuff? How do you make it like balancing like your relationship and the internet? You feel me?
Like my husband?
Sí.
We're good. My husband,
you know, because I mean, you have so many. Yeah, but I'm just saying you're like popular. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't reply to comments. Okay, I don't give the fucking messages any fucking like I would fucking just delete it. Such as I will sit there and fucking laugh at some of the messages that I get. I'm like, look at this fucking time of what?
Like, what the fuck? They
It's
don't even
not-
open it. Delete it.
Yeah,
block
like,
it
like
already.
block. Like, it's not even fucking... I don't know. You guess you always have fucking weirdos out there. You know? You're always going to have your fucking
Dude,
weirdos.
I have fucking weirdo ass females sometimes. Like, what the fuck? Like, stalking ass
Some
hyenas. Like,
tortas? Some tortas?
not even tortas, but just like they're just like so consistent with it.
Thirsty.
Like, I guess no,
That's
no,
thirsty.
de feo no está tanto, but
No,
fuck,
no,
bitch,
no,
give me some
but
space, you know, like, así
I
les
mean,
digo.
but if you're not replying, like, agarra
Get the
la
hint.
onda.
Por favor, you know, por favor, huh? Por favor, like straight up. I saw it.
yeah,
I
like,
saw
no
it
seas
the first
rogona.
time. I saw it the first time.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. And the second and third.
And third, and fuck, we're 5 messages already. Sheesh.
Yeah,
En una
it's
hora.
just, you know, but no, like I don't pay no mind and shit. When we are out there, our people are like, oh, can I take a picture with you? But like as you can see, like my content, I don't show no ass,
Yeah.
no fucking titty.
No,
no
and
fucking,
that's what I tell you. That's
like, I
very
don't-
respectful because you did it without doing that.
Yeah. Well, the way like I kind of like blew up, I guess you could say. One of the pictures, one of my pictures, what was it, like 3-year-old picture? It went fucking viral on Chicanas Worldwide on Instagram.
Nice. I follow them.
So, and I remember getting a fucking message early as fuck in the morning, me getting up from work and shit. And it was from there, and they're like, ready to go IG famous? And I was just like, what the fuck? And then I seen all the fucking tags. And then I went from like less than 2,000 followers from one night to like 35K. No lie.
God is good.
Like from one fucking day to another. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then I just started doing like, and then one of my, my first event that I ever fucking did was the 2019 Las Vegas Super Show.
Oh, see.
I got booked for that. And that was my first like working event and shit. Like, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck? And I got booked by OG Familia.
So what year did you start going viral?
It was like 2019, huh? Yeah, it was 2019.
Because I think I caught
of
your,
that one
I
picture.
I caught your wave like 2020, somewhere like mid 2020, probably. Like that's when
And then I had like almost 50,000 followers, and then my shit got hacked and got deleted. My
that's
account.
fucked up, huh? But we could get it back for you.
Yeah, I mean, I already
no,
have almost
oh, okay.
35K, you know? So
So get your 50K back.
no, I'm going slowly but surely, you know?
You know.
I'm not thirsty for attention. If people
That's
fuck
good.
with me, they fuck with me. If you
Bien
don't,
caliente.
okay, thank you for
Bye,
watching.
Felicia.
Keep it moving.
See.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah, for sure.
and it is what it is,
100%.
like-
They don't make them like us like that no more. We just keep it pushing. You know
like
what I'm saying?
I don't get bothered. Like, I mean, people do talk shit on the fucking comments. I can say this.
But you have to be able to take the
But I'm
heat and just
like-
leave it alone. Like let them whatever.
But like you're sitting here watching me. I'm not sitting.
Hey,
You're
watching.
taking the time to
Por
fucking
favor.
comment on my shit. So thank you. You know.
Gracias for the view.
Thank you for the view. That's a couple dollars in
more?
my fucking pocket.
Sí,
you
sí,
know?
sí.
Because I get paid by Instagram.
Yeah.
Like the views and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
like thanks for watching. You just put some money in my pocket.
I get paid by YouTube.
Yeah, I get
too.
paid by view. You know.
I get
like,
paid by YouTube.
me. I get
You know
TikTok.
what?
Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
We should start getting that shit cracking too.
I
You
do.
know what I'm
I
saying?
have like
'Cause
500 subscribers.
I buy. I mean, it all
Yeah.
starts with one.
Yeah.
It all starts with one.
I have
you know?
a few videos on there,
That's good.
but I just need to get on it. You know.
Well,
'Cause
I'm
I
telling
work
you
and
right
shit,
now.
like,
Ahorita
I
te estoy
fucking-
diciendo, but if you got time to get paid by Instagram, why not get paid by YouTube, homie?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
true.
Yeah. Your platform's already there.
Yeah.
Now it's all about.
No,
I'm starting to be more consistent on YouTube than I am on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really where everybody starts going at towards the end. Where does it lead to? YouTube.
Well,
You
I
jump
mean,
out of
yeah, that's
Instagram,
true.
and it takes you to YouTube straight up.
Like for the full video and
Or
shit.
anything.
Go to YouTube for the full video.
You know, so you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
man. You know, but I don't know, man. It's just fucking crazy when I see girls blowing up, and they're not like in that category landing as strippers or because it's always girls blowing up because they did this, they have this, and you just started doing your TikToks, your reels, all that, and I was like, man, she's dope. Like the
Yeah.
way that
Thank
you went
you.
about your shit.
Yeah, well, first I got kids. Like, I'm a mom, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I got boys. Like I said, my son's already 14. Like, I'll be damn. And TikTok, it goes around. ¿Sí me
It goes
entiendes?
around. I don't let my daughter even have a YouTube no more.
I mean, my oldest, he'd be like, Mom, some of my friends send me your fucking TikTok. Stop making TikToks. And I'm like, but they ain't bad TikToks, you
Yeah.
know? Like, they're not.
Yeah, nah, but it's okay. Tell
No,
that's
like,
what's
it's
putting
all right
food on
for
the
your mom's
table.
famous. And you just kind of, like, giggles and you just, like, shake his head or whatever. But, you know, But like I tell them, I'm like, I'll be damned if anybody sits here and be like, well, your mom is us. I mean, to each their own. To each their own. I'm not fucking talking shit. It is what it is. This is how I feel, my perspective as a fucking mother to my children, you know? Like, I'll be damned if anybody will sit here and bully you or talk shit on you because your mama out there showing her motherfucking ass, you know?
Yeah,
like,
and that's why I always tell girls about that. Like, sooner or later, your OnlyFans pictures or videos are gonna land in your kid's teacher's principal's office, or like, oh, that's her mom,
or even like
that's his mom,
your own kids,
your own kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell girls, it's not cool, man. Like, one thing is, if you strip, you strip it. But if you have the OnlyFans, that's gonna be there for life. Just like this YouTube is gonna be here. Our conversation is gonna be here forever. You know, so it's like we always not watch what we say, but like how we say it. You know what I'm saying? And there's no rewind.
No, and then I have a daughter, you know? Like, what kind of example?
I have a daughter, so whenever she has not the chance, but whenever she ends up seeing my YouTube, like, she's going to eventually see them all one day. Yeah. You know? Hey, she's going to, oh, your dad's all over, you Portense Biennn, you know? Like, my daughter be wearing that shit tough. That's cool shit and everything, you know? So, when she hits junior high school, she's really going to understand what the YouTube is, but she already knows because she watched YouTube. Yeah. But that's what your dad did and started getting paid off of it, you know. So I talked about my feelings, but I never talked down on my baby mom. You know, I always had to give her credit, of course, for raising my child as a single mom and just holding it down. Like me, I don't. A lot of couples, when they break up and they go through the process of child support and all that shit, it's ugly, you know? But if you take care of your kid, even though you break up with her, it makes you more of a solid man that you could co-parent and don't argue. And so they don't feed into that, that they got to feel like they got to take a side, my mom or my dad, you know? And it's a good topic because a lot of kids now are raised in broken homes. Yeah. And I was part of that. But I was part of that shit in the 80s. So I really got a taste of it. Yeah. So now that I'm like, man, my daughter, no, I have to be there for her. Like, right now, me llama, dad, bam, she called me right now, where you at? I'm like, I'm right here working. She's like, at the podcast. I'm like, ya sabes. You know, she knows my routine. Yeah. My daughter knows me to the T. To the T. That's cool. You know, and I don't like to hide nothing from my daughter. Because one day you're going to know.
That's your only kid?
My only kid.
Oh, okay.
That's my only kid. And she's 11 going on 12. And just raising her. Let's say if I will get with another girl and she has kids. I love you that much that I'm accepting your kids too. So your kids and mine, we're already riding in a 4-pack. You know what I'm saying? Or a 6-pack. I don't know. She might have 5 kids. And I still like her. You feel me? So I have to accept all her kids, whether they're grown or not. But I fuck with her.
My 3. Sí.
¿Me entiendes? You have to accept people with their luggage.
Most definitely.
And their credit report. Because you're built too. You know, as a man, if I'm going to marry a certain girl and she's got a fucked up credit, I have to really remember that. All that debt that she owes, 40, 50, 60, it's going to have to be there for me to clear up her books. Yeah. You got me, daddy? What the fuck, bitch? That's your shit. That's your pedo, not mine. Like, hold on. Let me rewind and erase these vowels right here. Portense Biennn, homie. What do you mean I got to pay her shit off? So I really got to do the whole background check like that, you know? Just how girls do my background check on me, and I don't even know that they're fucking, oh, my God, Like, who the fuck are you, Rod? Like, I went out one time when I was with my sling, and people were noticing my podcast, so people were just pulling up to me, like, Predikt. And I'm like, what the fuck are you, dog? Like, I pulled on the window, they're like, Portense Biennn. And I was like, C. And they're like, what's up, dog? We follow you on fucking, on your podcast. And I was like, man, dog, bro, be careful how you... I barely my first couple of days off with this shit, you know? And I was like... I was still on medications. I was still on medications and everything. So I was like, who the fuck are you, dog? Who are you? You know, like... I was isolated at home for like 2 months. No salía para nada.
Agüitado.
In my 70s. You know what I'm saying? And... that's when I started catching the way that people really started fucking with me organically because of what happened to me. And I was like, I gotta keep this shit going, you know. And
you gotta be consistent.
And I stay consistent. Salí del hospital with the robot. It's like, hey, for my pull up. I pulled up and shit. As soon as I had fucking checked out from the hospital, I'm gonna pull up to the fucking podcast. Fuck it, let's start going in on what happened to me today with my fucking next door bunkie and shit. You know, like fuck that fool. You know, you just bump heads. I'm on different medications. You're here for heart surgery. I'm over here for fucking getting a metal plate. Like we're in two different levels right now, homie. Is this like the county? There's no turning off the TV. I'm gonna flip channels. Hey, welcome to the hospital. If you don't like it, check out, homie. En caliente, you know. So that's the way I started kicking up my dust in the podcast game. You know, I that's why I had built it so people will come in here and vent and just talk. Like, let's make this shit organic, homie. Yeah. We're not here to talk politics. We're not here none of that shit. Let's talk like if we were just talking comiendo menudo or something, and just start going in on just different topics that are talked about.
Smoking a blunt,
drinking a beer. And that's why people say, you don't have questions ready for the people. I'm like, nah, I don't like none of that shit. I just let it roll, homie, because I feel like if there's more respect towards the person, if we just get to know each other. Like,
most definitely.
You know that much about me, I know that much about you. Let's just talk and see where it leads to, you know? If we end up fucking finishing the podcast, laughing it out or crying, it's organic. And people could relate more to that than something that's like already staged or something. You know what I'm saying?
It feels more real. It's more authentic.
And that's my goal to Portense Biennn. You know what I'm saying? Where you could just pull up. I don't care what neighborhood you're from, what city you claim, like what race you are, nothing. Like, if I fuck with you and I tell you to pull us because my energy is allowing you to come in.
But you go to events and you post up and you post like.
I don't like to do that.
Why?
Because too many people start noticing you. You don't know who has something ready for you. So
no, like I mean, like your shirts and stuff.
Online. Because right now, since my shoulder, I don't feel 100%. So I don't want to be in that position that my back's up against the wall because people recognize me and they're like, "Fuck that fool. That will fuck my baby mama." I'm not. These are facts.
No,
I
know.
So, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know where it's coming from.
I laugh because like I've said like in my life I talk about my shit and some of my fans know like. Like I told people, I was like, look, I've done a lot of shit growing up. I fought a lot. Like anybody, that person who knows me, like, yeah, like I got down a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and I did a lot of shit. Like I ran around the fucking calles. I did fucking desmadre y medio.
En caliente.
So like, I'm like, look, because they'd be like, oh, when you going to be here? When you going to be there? When you going to be there? And I'm like, on some real shit, like, I gotta be careful because I was really out there, you know what I mean? And there is fucking females out there that
still want your head.
Yeah. And when I first started, like, I guess, like, when the picture went viral and the video started, going viral and, like, and shit like that, there was a lot of bitches that came out of the woodworks talking shit. Like, oh, fuck that bitch, back in the day, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, see, this is what the fuck I mean. Like, because even, like, when I'm out, like, doing an event and shit, like, I still, like, kind of low-key, like...
So, see, you see how I feel? We run the same way, like, hold on. Yeah,
like, I'm not trying to have nobody run up on me because I know,
you don't know what girl, even from high school.
Like, there's bitches out here till this day be like, fuck that bitch. That see me and be like, fuck that bitch.
And that's how there's some fools that are like from high school. They're like, fuck that fool.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, homie. You're fat now, homeboy. You used to play football. You used to, now you don't, homie. Now what are you? You know what I'm saying? Portate bien, dog, you know? So, I don't know. Estamos viejos, you know? So when you start seeing, because if you date back to some of my pictures from high school, I look the same, just with more tattoos.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could just date it back and be like, no le cambia la cara. And when I go to my 10th and 20-year anniversary from high school reunion, you're like, damn, that was that cheerleader? ¿Qué le pasó? Ya parece llanta.
You went?
That's what said.
Hell yeah, homie. You got a nitpick at Damn, remember everybody wanted that high now right there? Look at her now, homie.
There's no need to go no more. It's Instagram. I already know that.
Be like, everybody's there. You see everybody right there.
It was 10, 20 years, bro. 10, 20 years, dog.
And
Remember?
me, I was a little tomboy. Like, I was, like, I played basketball, like, for the school. You know, I played for the City of Commerce también. So
that's cool. Shout out. What high school did you go to?
I went to Bell Gardens for a little bit, and then I moved to Victorville for a little bit. I went to a lot of schools because I was always fighting. Fool, like,
Pórtate bien.
Me quería portar bien.
You were everybody's favorite chola now. God damn, homie. Hell yeah.
I appreciate all my supporters and shit, but like I said,
and all the face you caught too, huh, bitch? Thank you for supporting. You still want it?
Right, too? Like, hey, gracias, thank you for
gracias.
watching,
Sí.
And I'm still like kind of like that hothead, like.
No, I could see
like,
it.
Si me buscas, me vas a encontrar. Like, back the fuck up. Like, you're not gonna, like, you know? I don't know.
When you tell people I ain't hard to find, homie.
Yeah, I'm not hard to find. I'm not running from nobody.
From
like,
nobody.
You know what's up with me, fool.
You'll
like,
catch
you know?
me somewhere, wherever you catch me. So that's why I'm always on my P's and Q's. I was like, you don't know, because people know you from just Instagram, and when they see you, you don't know their intentions. Yeah. If it's good or bad, like when they approach you.
Or, like, are you trying to test me? Like,
you
know what I mean? There's bitches out there that try to test you.
Man, and there's fools that are right away, like, you start testing you too, and you like...
Like, I'm pressure too, fool. Like,
you know, so ever since my surgery, and I'm not 100, I move different.
You have to know. Not only that, but when you have kids, and now we're, like I said, we're grown and we have a lot to lose. You know, like, it's just.
I feel you 100%.
Because people now, like, they just, and you just can't let it
get to your head.
Like, to me, it's like we could throw hands because I know I got hands.
Sí.
You know what I mean? Like, si quieres putazos, nos agarramos putazos. It is what it is.
Damn.
But, like, now people either fucking call the cops, they'll fucking sit there, come
they'll record you. They'll record you and they'll even zoom into you. Like, look at her tattoos.
They'll do that, you know? Like,
See.
And, like...
It's true, though, right?
But, like I said, those who do know me personally be like, bitch, this bitch was sick. But, like, back in the day, she would have stuck your ass. Like on some real shit.
Sí.
Like... That was just me. Like, I was always in and out of juvie. I was in and out of YA. My fucking case I caught for the fucking bang. You know, like, it was just...
Yeah, you've been through it, so...
Yeah,
like your kind is hard to mold in because you already seen a lot of shit. No, so it's hard to break you.
It's just, like, I laugh. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm just like, fuck. Like, to me, it's like...
But we went through making spreads and all that shit, so it lets you
like, I could laugh about it now, you know? Like, I'm still here.
I remember when I went into the county, and I don't really talk about this, but I remember me going down through the stairs and getting to this holding tank, and then going up these other stairs, and they put you in these fucking rooms and everything. And next, you know, you have no phone access yet. So you start getting deeper and deeper into the system, and you're like, where am I? And you just like trying to fucking call that directa home and tell them, where am I at right now? Because you start getting lost in the system and you become a number.
Exactly.
You know, and y si no te buscan, ¿quién te va a encontrar?
Exactly.
You know, so it's hard. It's hard to adjust that first week, man, getting booked in.
And,
you know
and it's a lot to
soak
fucking
in.
take in. Like,
especially if you've never been locked up.
Especially if you're like fighting a case. Because I was fighting a 10-year case, you know. Like, but I had a crime. I had a fucking co-defendant. So, he took most of the time, whatever. I still did my fucking 60-month term. It was what it was, you know?
Those walls are cold, huh?
But when you think of it, I was like, fuck, take years. Like, back then I only had my son.
Do
and
girls
then
do burpees in there or no?
Nah, they don't politic. Like they don't, it's just like a lot of shit talking.
All right. No. Hey, I'm just.
But they don't program. They don't
I'm just asking.
I mean, but you know what? There's a LA pole and then there's the IE pole. You gangbang, you go, you chicken, whatever. I mean, LA pole is bigger than the IE pole. Well, I mean, when I was there, 2010, you know, like. So, why are you laughing?
No, I'm just laughing. I just imagine some girl, like, you got
doing burpees. Hey,
but I'm on my period.
Hey, go harder. Hey, go harder, bitch.
The bitch is like, I'm on my period. I'm not doing burpees tonight.
I know. I got crap. I bloated.
Man, you should see the underwears girls use over. They use grandma panties.
Nah, but I mean, you got your AWOPs, your life without parole. You know the hyenas are right there.
They act like pimps.
They look like dudes and shit.
Yeah.
You forget.
They look like pimps,
damn. Like, oh shit, I'm in prison. Like, You know what I mean? They look like straight dudes.
And I ain't going nowhere, baby.
Like tatted up, fucking fades, like, you know, like a straight fucking vato. Yeah, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, type of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's more, you know, you respect them, especially like the life without paroles, you know.
Ya sabes, why you gonna go be there for life with that person? Like, I'm trying to go home, fool.
Nah, like, you can't stay here. Like, they just, like, I seen shit just go down. Like, you know, you're with somebody, like, you'll be damned if you're walking around with another hyena, like, the next week.
That's how they politicked over females.
Over females, yeah. Like, and it's fucking, and all this shit talking, all the fucking, you know? But it's like never no politics, never no fucking...
It's always over a bitch, though.
Over a bitch or some stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, my dude outside or...
That's what I'm talking about. It's like
street
shit.
You
know my baby mama? Who the fuck's your baby mama, bro? I don't know, dog. Like...
She know me?
She know me, though. Because you know me now, too. Fuck, dog. Like, dispensa la tira, dog. You know? Sorry I had to get the bottom bunk, homie. You're in the top one with the lights on all day.
I'm bad.
¿Verdad? Bien frío. I remember something, I don't know if it was one of the sheriffs in there told me, he's like, remember this, because he knew that he saw the way I will program and shit, and he's like, remember this, he's like, you're going to get old, these walls never will get old. They're going to be here when you die, and for the next part, and I was like, man, and I touched the fucking cement wall. I was like, this shit is cold, homie.
Like a motherfucker.
You know, and how many heads have been cracked on that shit?
And especially,
you know?
like, depends where you're at, though. Sometimes the weather gets fucking cold.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's just, like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, those walls are cold, homie.
That jail cell is fucking...
You don't want to be locked up in Arizona where they make you wear those pinks and shit, you know? And
I thought that was Texas.
No, it's Arizona.
I thought that was Texas.
No, it's
where it says
Arizona.
vacant.
That was only ice people. That wasn't.
No, they make you wear pink.
They
make you wear pink socks.
Where
Homie's
the
a prison and he's an ass.
Where the fucking... ¿Cómo se llama? The warden? He was like, "There's vacancy here all day." He was on the show,
like,
and they're like, their socks are pink, their boxers are pink, the shirts are pink, the blankets are pink, the sábanas are pink.
If you don't like it,
the
don't
towels
come here.
are pink. Yeah, he's like, if you don't like it, don't fucking come to my prison.
If that upsets you, you're kind of weak. But everybody's wearing it.
But to him, it's like to humiliate the inmates. You know what I mean?
But if you were the only person wearing it,
Nah, but it's like...
I feel that pain. But when everyone's wearing it, it's like, who are you laughing at?
Yeah. No, but look, think about it.
I know it's humiliating, trust me.
No, espérate, let me tell you, but it's about...
Like
our generation is like, we didn't grow up like that. You putting us in pinks, it's like you degrading us.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays,
like
your generation will wear pink and hot neon, whatever, like, dámelo. Yo camino.
It's the color, dog.
But to him, it's like, oh, y'all supposed to be some gangster-ass fucking killers, and you're
pink.
sitting here wearing fucking pink.
Come on.
Like, to him, like, that's his intention, you know what I mean?
Portense bien, huh? Like, come on, man, that's like...
Like, that's not cool. Like,
if you hubieras portado bien, you wouldn't be in there.
You see this guy, huh?
Porte bien.
Portate bien, ex,
Porte bien, you don't gotta wear pink.
Tóxico. Man. Yeah, it's crazy, though. Yeah, that's in Arizona. And then they make you sleep in tents outside.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the heat and the cold. Like, they're really like, don't come back here.
And in cages. And they just have the fucking... Those pull-out beds and shit.
They had XG on cages.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, ice. Con los niños.
Pobrecito.
Ahí se perdió.
Se perdió.
Uh-huh. They were taking him to New York.
I perder este file if you keep going.
I'm on my file.
He's like, let me edit that part out.
I know.
Shit, he don't know nothing about ice, baby.
Fucking vanilla ice.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
That one hit wonder que salió.
Hey, pero sí se aventó, huh? I was like in junior high, I think, when that shit came out. I was like, what the fuck? And just seeing this white boy doing this dance and shit with the little flat top and shit.
Little
like, ice, baby. Little white pants, huh? They look like MC Hammer pants.
Like the little parachute pants.
The MC Hammer pants.
Yeah, the fucking...
Too legit to quit pants.
Yeah. Can't touch this.
Oh, see, at least you know how old school we are, bro. We were going to be like, what the fuck? Look it up, dog. You know? What do you guys got going this week, though, man? You guys be going out a lot? Like, publicly? Like, beaches?
Yeah, we go out. Like, we go out. I mean, we still date each other, you know, even though we're married. Like, you gotta date your partner, like, regardless.
You have to.
You know, like, you can't stop dating. Like, you know, so I'd be like, babe, let's go, like, over here. We go out with the kids. We do this. Just the other day, I let my fucking son go, my oldest, go to the movies for the first time ever.
What do you mean?
By himself.
Oh, by himself. He had a date?
No, with his little homies.
Oh, okay. He's at the homie stages right now. Still.
And, yeah, the other day, he called him from fucking school, and he was like, hey, can I go to the park for a little bit? I was like, cool. Fuck no. You think I don't know what the fuck goes on after school in the fucking park? Like, no. Fuck you, little homies. I was like, I'll go try, you know? But it's his little nephew, too, but not fuck him. No.
Yeah, but I was like...
But they're at that stage, they'd be like, nah, just drop us off and pick us up.
Yo, like, I want to put my daughter in sports.
I'm going to put you in fucking tracking on the phone.
Yeah, I've been putting I want to put my daughter in basketball or volleyball because she's tall. She's like 5'9" right now at 11 years old. She's as tall as me.
Yeah?
And I'm like, I'm not going to let you go into junior high and just go to school and come home and be on the internet. No, I'm going to make you stay active doing something because I didn't have that growing up. And all I did was get into shit.
Yeah.
You know, so if you stay in sports and activities, desde el momento que te levantas till your last practice is over at 6 p.m., 6:30.
Yeah.
You go home, take a shower, do your homework. It's a routine.
Yeah.
And nowadays, kids don't want to do shit.
I know. That's true. That's why we try to take the kids out, huh? Like,
you know, you have to. They get
outdoor
lost in
shit.
the internet world.
Like,
Everybody's having dinner y ya están todos en el teléfono. Like, we don't even talk. Like, no en el teléfono. A comer. You know, like, and it's just pretty disrespectful that we
I don't let my kids have a phone on the table.
That's good.
No iPads, no nothing, huh, babe? I fucking...
Qué bueno.
Put your fucking shit away.
Like,
we're
this
fucking
is family time.
Yeah, like, we're not... And like,
it's the only time we got.
And I'm like, nah, y'all tripping, you know? It's just... I don't know. They're just so into the whole new technology, the whole, like... Right now,
They're like robots.
I bet you if I pull up my phone right now, my son's in the fucking PlayStation with his fucking... fucking yelling. Huh?
Straight up. You know? But what do you think about my podcast, though, man?
It's cool. It's me. I did. I had fun.
I hope you have a chance to actually go back and watch the podcast, how everything started.
I will.
And you could see the struggle of episode 1 to now. And you'll be like, man, that fucking footwork is hard. You know, you have to have a whole team to have something going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you can't do it all on your own. If you do, you're like an octopus with 8 arms. Swinging them things, you know?
I mean, being a mom is like being an octopus, though. You gotta fucking...
Yes, yeah, you used to do it. You gotta be everywhere. ¿Qué quieres? Ha.
Mom. I'm like, fuck.
Make a song go, mom. Sí, ya saben, you know? You know, I like your bracelets, too. Andas bien protegida de todas las envidiosas, ha.
Sí.
Pinches viejas víboras.
Malojos que me quieren dar ese. Hay varias.
Man. This one right here.
Pero todos se les van a regresar, pinches víboras.
I have a little stain right here. That's from the blood when they were poking me with the IVs and they couldn't find the veins on me.
Why you used to fucking...
No, nothing like that.
Why you used to fucking hate? ¿No tenías venas o qué?
Well, no, that's why I'm telling you that I go deep into what happened to me about some girl doing a maldición on me. Because I'm like, how are you going to...
So when you said it right now, that's why you like...
13 times or 15 times he poked my whole fucking arm, even my feet, and they still couldn't find nothing. It was weird. Like, I'm like, everything's going wrong. And me cortaron mis últimas pulseras que traía. And cuando me las cortaron, that weekend, before I went into my surgery on Monday, that Sunday, my dog died. And I was like, and I'm very strong about my protection. I felt like, because they cut him, it's like,
bad shit happened.
All kinds of shit bad happened, you know? Esas me las quería cortar y les dije, no, because I put crazy glue on them, so there's no taking them off. Si se rompe, that's some crazy shit. If it goes with the Gorilla Glue.
I've had a few.
Yeah.
That fucking, you know?
Because I don't like tying them. I just want a crazy glue, las corto. Si se quebra así, then, god damn, somebody really want to fuck with you. Get a brand new one. You know? And I'm very strong on
like,
that
go
side.
Get a fucking...
Olympia or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, because people are very, very jealous of you.
They're very envious. Like, they're very, like, people are very... ¿Cómo te digo?
Ni me tienes que decir, ya sé.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
And
no
that's
me
why
gusta
I
hablar
take...
like I'm fucking people, but I'm just like, God damn, like, that's like shit, like, to me, it's like, I wouldn't even fucking worry about how good the next bitch is doing. If you're fucking doing good for you, bitch. Like,
keep it pushing.
keep
good.
it pushing. Like, don't fucking, like, but to go out of your way to fucking do something, like, to somebody, it's like, me, like, tú ni la pinche gallina fucking vales. Like, so pa' qué?
Like, la gallina
like,
sin
why?
cabeza, homie.
Like,
They want to start getting
like,
with
why?
that shit, huh? Start drinking that blood, bitch.
Like,
Go.
why am I gonna fucking stress over about what the next bitch is fucking doing? Like, you must be miserable as fuck if you're fucking worried about somebody like that, or even fucking putting money into fucking some trabajos for them to fucking like
you know what I'm talking
like,
about,
bitch.
lighting black candles on people. What's wrong with you, man?
But it's exacto, pero toda esa madre se le regresa.
Yeah.
Because our fucking guardian angels.
I remember cuando iba a que me dieran mis limpias, una curandera que conocía, cuántas viejas entraban allí.
My
Hacerles
husband,
trabajo,
my
hacerles
husband, my husband,
trabajos
my husband le hicieron un entierro.
a mí también.
And he used to see some crazy ass shit.
No, like I said, trust me.
Like,
dog.
he fucking
You know,
got, like, very,
you could
you know,
relate
like...
what I'm saying to right now, because I tell people are like, no, that's only if you believe in it. I'm like, all right, homie.
No, like,
Pórtate
even,
bien,
like,
dog.
pórtate bien, güey.
Pórtate bien, güey, porque cuando te quieren
Y
hacer
creen
trabajo,
Dios,
y creen
and you better
Dios,
fucking
cabrón.
pray, motherfucker, because there's fucking people that really fucking believe in that shit as well.
And that shit will manifest.
Like,
Pórtate bien, homie.
yes.
You know?
Yes, and he used to fuck, I was like, what the fuck? Like, hasta que le hicieron
Like,
un fucking, like, you know?
Yeah, and when
Like,
I used to see that lady, and I was like, I would go there for different things, you know, like, and when I used to hear the ladies que me decía, man, esta señora quiere que le haga trabajo a su esposo porque le está poniendo los cuernos a aquella en el trabajo.
Es
Esta
tú,
quiere
cuando
le
vamos
ponga
a que nos hagan la pinche limpia,
que le prenda una pinche vela para que no
she's
se
like,
le pare.
she's like, hágame,
on God, homie, they got fucking candles that are like
Yeah,
a black
we go.
dick or a red dick and shit or white. Well, like there's
we
a
go
lot
to
of shit,
we go to
dog, that
fucking
you'll
que
see in there.
limpias, and the fucking girl's like, here's this shit right here. He's like, hazle un endulzamiento.
A what?
Endulzamiento,
Oh,
like,
that's with the honey and the cinnamon.
like to fall in love, like
Sí.
to fuck I don't know what the
Pórtate
fuck.
bien.
Yeah,
Vas
like,
a tener más kids.
aguas que te dan agua de calzón,
Why
güey.
does he know everything?
The hot sauce. This one knows about the sauce.
¿De agua de calzón? Te dan agua de calzón y te enamoran.
I heard about that, homie. That's why they say in the South. In the South, I have a friend. He's black. He lives over there in Atlanta, Georgia. He's like
Georgia,
he's
New
like,
Orleans,
you
all that
know,
voodoo shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
He's like me. Say, Louis, never take spaghetti on the first day from a black woman. I was like, why, dog? What's going on? He's like, you don't know. I'm like, no, what?
That red
The
sauce.
red sauce. I'm like, what sauce? He's like, dog, you don't know. I'm like, no, what? Tell me.
That's that
And he
menstrual
started
sauce.
telling me that shit. And I
Menstrual.
was like, so ever since I was like, I don't want to eat spaghetti from no girl. I'm like, bro, nah, man. The way he told me that shit gets prepared, I was like, damn, all the, what you say, juices de calzón?
Agua de calzón.
Agua de calzón,
There's
man,
fucking
whatever. You know, ya
endulzamiento.
sabes.
No, fuck no. I've never, like,
But,
that's
hey,
fucking.
And that's
No.
crazy, but girls will go to the extent, and then at the end, they're going to be miserable with somebody else.
They even fucking light candles, like, on your relationship. Because,
That's
you know
just
what I mean?
crazy.
For y'all to fight. Like, fucking
They
crazy
go
ass
deep,
shit. Like,
yeah.
people fucking.
They don't want to see you happy or nothing, man. And it's pretty fucked up, man, because I never used nothing like that towards that level. I've always used it just for protection within myself.
Oh, yeah, my
And people
family
being
and
envious.
shit.
And I seen girls that even probably sold themselves for money. Like be like, I want to be rich, but you're miserable.
There's
You
always that
wanted to
fucking,
get money.
You're gonna
You wanted to
fucking
get
do
that
this,
money,
but
none of your relationships are stable. So you're just getting old and miserable. So you could get this, but you're not gonna get that. You can't have the
Yeah.
best of both worlds, mija. But once you start fucking playing with all that shit, ya sabes, o te quitan tus niños. Ya sabes cómo juega. Pides el favor,
Yeah.
te lo regresamos.
Con tu
10 times harder.
familia.
Ajá,
Oh, yeah.
Ya sabes dónde pegan. And they'll
that's
warn you
fucking
about
crazy.
it too, homie.
Yeah, I
And
know.
believe it.
And that's why I don't fuck with this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what a bitch is
Yeah.
doing. I don't give a fuck how
Que se
much he
porte
hates me.
bien.
I don't give a fuck who you fucking, like,
Sí. Que se
I don't
porte
care.
bien.
Like, I don't care. Like, to me.
And that's
like,
good.
Like, I can never fucking, like, ain't no bad karma gonna come back to me or my babies. Like, you know what
Con
I mean?
tantas pulseras no puede.
You know? Like,
It
fuck
protects
that.
you, dog. I mean, look at me.
Not even the
Shit, homie.
pulseras. Like, I know I got some fucking badass guardian angels, you know, que me protegen and shit.
Well,
like,
look at you blowing up, man. That's your guardian angel right there, homie. Come on. Trae alitas.
They've already had told me that they're like, espérate. There's like more shit coming. Like, you know? You just got to be patient. That's
patient. No, it's not going to come when you want.
No, never. You're going to struggle and it's going to fucking hit you. And a lot of shit's going to fucking feel like it's breaking, you know? You know? And we have hit. I mean, especially in the industry, like it's shown because I've done like a little like filming shit, like, you know, and I still got like upcoming stuff to do, you know.
God's good,
and I've done like the event at Velorio, you know, and fucking like shit like that, you know.
Everything's gonna come to the palm of your hands.
It's just crazy how sometimes like people are like.
Whenever you want.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like, you know?
Like I could never, because I already like kind of like loked up one time.
I think,
you know, I can't like, and I'm like, I need to stop being like this if I want to be, if I want to succeed.
You want to be successful.
But you know what? But sometimes I was like, these was gonna be fucked up.
Yeah,
like I was like, let's go. Like I even fucking, I was like, fuck
Actors
that.
behind closed doors.
Like I'm gonna pop off.
They have that attitude, you know. Fuck this, fuck that.
But I don't want to be like that. Like I shouldn't be like that.
When they come on the front line, where all the paparazzis are at, they gotta put in a different character.
That's fucking ugly though.
Look
like
at Johnny Depp in court.
Johnny Depp is a good man though.
He's a good man.
Don't fucking knock him. He might
I'm not knocking him.
You mean
he's a pirate.
Yeah, he might have fucking done his fucking coke, his little drugs, smoked with Marilyn Manson, and that's cool.
But his wife got caught slipping lying. Ándale. Quería andar jugando en la corte.
Con el pinche makeup.
Yeah.
And then he fucking called you out, bitch.
You thought only he was going to get the short end of the stick? Both of you now in the hot seat.
Not only that, but like he's all cool, calm, and collective. Like there's a lot of men like...
Hey, that fool made all kinds of jokes. So like, that shit was hilarious, you know?
He was like, jar, dirt. And the little man, him running with the little jar of dirt for the movie.
You know? But hell yeah, man. I just wanted to... have you on here and catch your energy, and I like it, you know. So in the future, if you have anything that you want to have out there, and if I could help you in any way, like on the podcast, aquí están las puertas abiertas. Sí. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate it though. Gracias.
I'm really like the definition of trying to help people out. Like, I'm not a hater, and I think that's why God gives me all kinds of blessings.
Of
and
course.
so they keep on coming,
Most
and
definitely.
people are envious, but because I don't hate on nobody, bro. Like, there's so much energy you could...
I chorra pa' todos.
Oof.
Like I chorra pa' todos. Like on some real shit. Like they no need to be all that fucking... But there's space for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, let people know where they could get a hold of you on Instagram or TikTok or
it's
whatever.
all they're all the same. It's at Funky Size My Baby 87.
Funky Size My Baby 87. You
and
heard
baby
it
is just BBY.
CCC.
It's the Funky Size My Baby.
Yup,
like
that's cool, song. Man. And I hope you blow up.
Thank you, gracias. I appreciate it.
I have the opportunity to just have you right here before you really blow up. You know?
I'll come back though if I do blow up.
I'll come back though. Solid shit right there, you know?
Palabra, I'll come back.
You know, like I said, that's how you stay humble with people.
Of course, most definitely.
You know?
You need to remember where the fuck you came from or where the fuck you started. You know? And never forget who the fuck you are. Like.
And caliente, man. And you know, that's going to end our show, man.
But I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you reaching out. I appreciate you, you know, taking your time out of your day to interview me. You're solid as fuck. I like your podcast. It's super chill. Much respect. I appreciate it. And I hope you blow up.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like to talk none of that politics stuff here. I like to just have a conversation.
Yeah, most definitely.
You draw a different crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People want to see organic talks.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, if people fuck with you, then fuck with you.
If not, then go turn into that fool's channel or that guy's. You got options.
Yeah.
You know? And if you don't like none of their channel, turn into mine. You might like it and get a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
You might hear something that you like.
You like. You know, it's a topic. You know, and it's real.
Definitely.
You know? But muchas gracias por venir. And I hope you have another chance to come and visit us again right here at the Portense Biennn, CCC. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep.
And that's a wrap.